Girlfriend had sex with another guy. Oh, geez. Hey, Bill, I'm a huge fan of yours from the country of Georgia, not the state. All right, I know where that is, in Eastern Europe. Is that cluster of countries? No, that's the one that Russia, every once in a while, when they get annoyed, they drive a couple of tanks into, isn't it? Isn't that every country over there in the Eastern Bloc? All right, here we go. So here's my story. I have a girlfriend. We know each other almost, I love these guys. We know each other almost 5 years. And we've been friends all of these times until we discovered our mutual love and affection. Is there anything better than the way fucking people in Eastern Europe speak? First of all, they speak in English, which is tremendous. That's amazing. I wish I could be bilingual. I just don't have the fucking patience. And I also love that they don't have the word for the, so they don't use it. And it just makes everything sound so much more direct. We've been friends all these times until we discovered our mutual love. Affection 4 months ago, and now she is my girlfriend. I study in Poland. She studies in Germany. So that means we don't see each other frequently, but we had our business time a lot. I think that means banging each other. A few days ago, my girlfriend told me that she was on MDMA. Oh, that's a drug, I guess. But to be clear, drug did not pull the trigger for her to make such a thing. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to go with your English here. I don't know. I know MDMA isn't that? Well, DMT is that one that makes you fucking go into another dimension. I know what MDMA is. I don't want to know. Anyways, my girlfriend told me she was on MDMA the previous night and had sex with a random fucking guy. She was crying and shaming herself on the phone, telling me that she is wrong, loves me, I'm the special one for her, and she told me that now it's my decision how our relationship will go on. Bill, I want to hear your advice on these points. The thing is that I really love her, and my love is higher than that fucking sexual act which she had with that random fucking dude. Bill, I want to hear your advice and what would be your approach in my position. Fuck you and eat a bag of shit. P.S. Love you from Georgia, country, not the state, and sorry for my grammar mistakes. Dude, you crushed your fucking English. I can't do that. I can barely write that well in my own language. All right, what to do here? What to do? All right, obviously my gut just says you got to get rid of her. When you're not around, she's going to be on drugs, going to raves, and fucking a random guy. She does give points for actually telling you that. I don't know what to do. This is hard. This is hard because you said that you actually love her and to the level that you could look past that. But dude, I would say watch Casino and see De Niro's relationship with Sharon Stone. I mean, do you have a potential for getting involved in that? I don't know if you can forgive somebody for that. Okay, but if it happens again, you guys don't live near each other, and then she goes to raves and does drugs and fucks somebody. Dude, I think at the very least you need to take a break. I think maybe you should just take a break and be like, I need to sort this out. And when she says why, and it'd be like, well, because what you did fucked me up so bad that I had to send an email to a podcast on the other side of the planet to try and get advice. That's why. So, you sound like you're young. She sounds like she's young. God knows there's plenty of fish in the sea that wouldn't do fucking whatever the fuck she just did. I got to put this back in your court, dude. Like, just being where I'm sitting and the fact that there's distance between the two of you, I just don't see this thing working out. You're in Poland, she's in Germany, and while in Germany goes to a party, does drugs, and fucks somebody else. I don't know. That just sounds like the tip of the iceberg, dude. I think you got to pull the cord. That's what I would say as a friend. And I think if I was in that situation, you would say that to me too, because you weren't emotionally involved in it. However, people are human. They do make mistakes. You know this woman better than I do. If you feel like it's worth it, give her another chance. But I would sit on this thing for about at least 6 weeks. I wouldn't have contact with her, and I would just try to get yourself back into you and not the us mode. And after 6 weeks or something, I don't know. I think you really gotta you gotta. This isn't one of those. Well, all right, shake it off. That's what I would do. Okay, and like I said, what the fuck do I know? And I'm sorry that happened to you, man. That's fucking brutal. I've been there, and I've made both decisions. I've stayed in it, and then got burned again, and I've walked, and then thought, what if? So, that sucks right around the holidays, too. Jesus Christ.